quite conflicting in terms of, for me, the way forward in trying to reconcile the party, especially on the tangent of encouraging those who are members of the party and have left to return. It should not come with many or several caveats. It should come with the need to allow for all party members to remain party members, because it's become essential to reflect on numbers around this time. One person may leave the party, one card-bearing member may leave the party, but he may be leaving with some tens or hundreds or thousands of people. And in that regard, you want to have all actors within the party, card-bearing members who have left, to also come back home. It is also to give a certain, show a certain picture, a kind of aesthetics for the public to appreciate that the party is on the track of unifying its members. And on that track of unity, they would have the capacity to mobilize and marshal forces to make them, viable and ready for any future contest going forward into 2028. It is quite confusing to me when the party is putting a lot of, if you like, rules around this. If I will borrow the word amnesty, then you are saying that they are pardoned with no encumbrances. They are pardoned with no equivocations. And in that regard, you are not seeking to reflect on their sins if there are any which they've committed in the past. But a second leg is equally true, that these individuals, some of whom left the party, left because they were unhappy. They left because they did them in. They left because the party was not fair to them. So let no executive member of the party or any constitutional body within the party's framework assume that they are giving them some olive branch or some form of friendship, or they are trying to bring them in to help those people. It is rather for the collective good of the party, and the party need not have such posture when it is trying to, come about with this arrangement of inviting or encouraging those who have left to come home. It should be done in no uncertain terms with no encumbrances. It should be done wholeheartedly. It should not be done with suspicion. It should not be done with the notion of the fact that some of these people have left for quite some time and therefore you cannot trust them. Indeed, if there are people who are not supposed to be trusted, it is the current executives of the party, the leadership of the party that took the party into elections and lost by a margin of 1.7 million votes plus. So the party is in a state that requires all other persons within the party who have left to be embraced. And on the course of unity, they must agree to disagree. On the course of unity, on the path of unity, they should understand that the tongue and the teeth are in close proximity. Because of that, there are from time to time some pain for the tongue to bear because of the sharpness of the teeth when there is accidents. So fundamentally, what I'm trying to project is that I think that I do not have clarity in my mind as to what the NPP is seeking to do with such announcement. But if they seek to unite the ranks.
Prof, I just wanted to hold on a bit, and we're just showing our viewers some of the recent case of suspension the election, we had some Morrison. Actually find them in there as well. And if this caveat of not being eligible to contest any internal party elections for 2 years after reinstatement is anything to go by, I mean, the likes of Alan Chimanting would have been ruled out already, is it not? Because he's indicated he will contest the 2028 elections, Prof.
When I'm making exactly the point I am making, because you see, for 8 years or more, maybe 12 years or more, the party experienced some element of Machiavellianism, an agenda for party hijackers to make sure that they jettison or forcefully removed individuals who they felt had independent posture or position within the party. They forcefully removed them. They used some constitutional machinations, sometimes misinterpretation of their own constitution, sometimes their lack of preparedness or readiness to allow for the rule of natural justice, the law of natural justice, to take place in terms, to allow for hearing the other side also to prevail. It was done, several of the cases which came up were hurriedly dispatched. It was done with some degree of expediency, and those who were custodians of such kangaroo, structures, really did that to allow the status quo to remain. And it seems to me that today, whatever is happening is much ado about nothing. It is whitewashing of a tombstone. And inside the tombstone, you find skeletons. The NPP should stop this misbehavior. They should be interested in opening their arms to embrace all party members, including Alan Kojo-Kyeremate, including all other actors who felt they were not treated fairly. Mm-hmm. And I dare say this, even for those who remained or stayed and have continued to stay in the party,
right,
they have issues with the party.
And Prof, the point well made there, and in fact, there's been some reactions, reference to the likes of Dr. Kennedy and Solomon also, and others who are saying that they want this caveat removed and some level of honesty to the entire approach. We'll see how the coming days will be on this. Prof Samuel Adu Gyamfi, thank you for joining us. He is a senior lecturer at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.